Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sarah Zara Nurbani and I'm from class 2D. And now I will explain about stress in simple words. The nature of stress. Stress has been mentioned several times already in this course without any explanation of what the word means. The nature of stress is simple enough. Practically everyone would agree that the first syllable of the word like father, open, camera is stress, that the middle stress is syllable in potato, apartment, relation, and that the final syllable is stress in about, receive, perhaps. Jadi itu example beberapa contoh, dan stress itu bisa di awal, tengah, dan juga bisa di akhir kata. Also, most people feel they have some sort of idea of what the difference is between stress and unstressed syllable, although they might explain it in different way. Jadi, juga banyak orang yang sudah tahu tentang stress syllable dan unstressed. Unstressed syllable termasuk sound dan pengertian stress and unstressed pasti mengacu ke transkrip, karena itu kita harus tahu transkripnya kemana gitu. And now contohnya lagi, example, father. Father itu untuk D-nya dia itu sound. Father, open. Akhirannya itu sound juga. Camera, akhirnya itu juga sound. Jadi karena huruf A-nya dibaca E, itu tuh termasuk sound masuknya. From the perceptual point of view, all stressed syllables have one characteristic in common, and that is prominence. Stressed syllables are recognized as stressed because they are more prominent than unstressed syllables. Jadi kadang kita bisa memahami bahwa stressed syllables itu diberi tekanannya karena lebih kuat dibanding unstressed syllable. Penekanannya. The nature of stress, at least for different factors, are important. One, most people seem to feel that stressed syllables are louder than unstressed syllables. In other words, louder is a component of prominence in a sequence identical. In a sequence of identical syllables, for example, ba, 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 ba. If one syllable is made louder than the others, it will be heard as stress. However, it is important to realize that it's very difficult for a speaker to make a syllable louder without changing other characteristics of the syllable, such as just explained below. If only literally change only the loudness, the perceptual effect is not very strong. Jadi kalau ini tuh lebih dari level of stress-nya. Jadi penekanan, jika kita bilang open, suara open-nya itu harus berbeda. Jadi setiap penekanan dari kata itu harus berbeda. Yang kedua, yang two, the lack of syllables has an important part to play in prominence. If one of the syllables in our own sense word, ba, 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 is made longer than the others, ba, 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 there is quite a strong tendency for that syllable to be heard as stress. Jadi kalau stress pasti panjang daripada unstressed. Ba, ba, ba. 3. Every voice syllable is said on some pitch. Pitch in speak is closely related to the frequency of vibration of the vocal folds and to the musical nature of low and high-pitched notes. It is essentially a particular characteristic of speech. If one syllable of our nonsense word is said with a speech that is noticeably different from that of the others, this will have a strong tendency to produce the effect of prominence. For example, if all syllables are said with low pitch, except for one said with high pitch, then the high pitch syllables will be heard as syllables and the others as unstressed. To place some movement of pitch, example, rising or falling on a syllable is even more effective in making it sound prominent. Intinya itu jadi tidak boleh sama. Saat kita berbicara, jadi dari kata awal dan akhir tuh jangan sama. Yang keempat, for a syllable will tend to be prominent if it contains a few vowel that is different in quality from neighboring vowel. If we change one of the vowels in our non-said word, example ba, bi, ba, ba, the odd syllables b will tend to hurt stress. This effect is not very powerful, but there is one particular way in which is referred in English. The previous chapter explained how the most frequently contracted vowel in weak syllables, R, A, E, U syllables contents are also common. We can look on stressed syllable as occurring against a background of these weak syllables, so their prominence is interrupted by contact with these background qualities. Jadi lebih kepada kita melatih bagaimana stress syllable itu, level stressnya itu tidak boleh berbeda. Jadi level stressnya itu seperti ini ya. Placement of stress within the word. How can one select the correct syllable or syllables to stress in an English word? English is not one of those languages where stress can be decided simply in relation to the syllables of the word. Many readers have said that English word stress is so difficult to predict that it's the best to treat stress placement as a property of the individual word to be learned when the word itself is learned. Okay, next, placement of stress within the word. 2. In order to decide on stress placement, it is necessary to make use of all of the following information. Whether the word is morphological simple or whether it is complex as a result either of containing one or more affixes, example prefix or suffix, or of being a compound word. 2. What the grammatical category of the word is, noun, verb, adjective, etc. How many syllables the word has, what the phonological structure of the syllable is. Jadi bentuk-bentuknya seperti itu ya, yang biasanya dalam bahasa Inggris membedakannya unstressed and stressed syllable. Placement of stress within the word. Ya, ini point 5 above 4, 5 is something that should be dealt with right away, since it's effect for many of the other rules that we will look at later. Ya, placement of stress within the word too. Okay, 2 syllables word. Oh no. A weak syllable has a syllable peak which consists of what the full A, E, U, and no coda except when the vowel is A. Syllable consonants are also weak. Example: fine, sofa, flew in influence, Z in lazy, and in sudden. Oh yeah, and this kelewat, maaf, I'm sorry. We saw in chapter this 7 that it's possible to divide syllabus into two basic categories, strong and weak. Oke, strong and weak itu jadi biasanya itu strong itu di kalimat pertama bisa, belakang juga bisa, dan juga yang weak juga kalimat depan bisa dan kalimat kata depan bisa dan kata belakang juga bisa. Biasanya yang weak itu yang unstressed syllable itu weak, dan kalau strong itu dibilangnya stressed syllable. Oke, two syllable word. In the case of simple two syllable word, either the first or the second syllables will be stressed, not both. There is a general tendency for verb to be stressed near the end of a word and for nouns to be stressed near the beginning. We'll look first at verb. In the final syllable is weak, then the first syllable is stressed. This is simple. Enter, envy, open, equal. A final syllable is also unstressed if it contains example follow, borrow. In the final stress syllable is strong, and then that syllable is stressed. Even the first syllable is also strong. We got awfully, arrive, attack, assist, rotate, maintain. Oke, ini contohnya juga ya. Lovely, even, hollow, divine, correct, alive. Oh ya, kalau yang ada huruf Y atau Y itu pasti disebutnya unstressed syllables. Jadi weak syllables tuh weak karena E itu schwa sound. Okay, this is noun requires a different rules. Stress will fall on the first syllable unless the first syllable is weak and the second syllable is strong. Money. Belakangnya ada huruf Y, berarti belakang itu weak syllable. Layering, product, given, balance, sign. Okay, this is two syllables such as adverb seem to be high-flying verb and adjective. Here we find a more complicated picture. One problem is difficult of identifying three-syllable words which are indisputably simple in simple verb. If the final syllable is strong, then it will receive primary stress. If the last syllable is weak, then it will be unstressed, and stress will be placed on the penultimate syllable if that syllable is strong. Encounter, determine, If both the second and third syllable are weak, then the stress falls on the initial syllable. Monitor, parody. Ya, non require 6 different rules. Aturannya berbeda. The general tendency is for stress to fall and the first syllable unless it is weak to quantify, custody, impair, enmity. Potato, disaster, synopsis. Okay. Adjectives seem to need the same rules to produce stress patterns such as opportune, insult, derelict, untrap. Ini tuh sebenarnya tuh bisa, ini tuh video ya, cuman sekarang nggak bisa. Kalau dibuka bisa, very hot. Okay, ini exercise-nya. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm sorry if I had a mistake. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.